Shari was such a great player because she was so versatile. You rarely see a middle blocker that also sets, and at the high school level, that's what she did. I think a lot of coaches that were recruiting her might have been recruiting her for a setter. Some were recruiting her for an outside hitter. And we were going to try to figure out exactly what was best for Shari once she got here. So just her ability to play a lot of positions made her a great player.
In those days, it was not uncommon to play Division I schools. And in 1986, we had a home and away schedule with Tulsa. And so when we went to Tulsa, we played Tulsa, KU, West Texas, Wichita State, and UTEP. And we won that tournament, and the MVP of that Division I tournament was Shari Behlman. It was fantastic. You just go, you really couldn't ask anything else of a senior in terms of the first tournament of the year away against the Division I schools, and she's the MVP. You go, Tokido, there's some pretty good things that could happen this year.
Shari's best year was obviously 1986 as her stats skyrocketed. I don't think it really had much more to do with the fact that when she came into Central Missouri, she was surrounded by great players. Her freshman year, she played every position on the court. Her junior year, she had two great players, the player that played opposite her, Pat Stazak, in the Hall of Fame, and Sue Walker, an outside hitter. When they graduated, Shari could either step it up or just be a role player again, and obviously she stepped it up and really put the team on her shoulders, and we never lost a step losing those great players. So her ability to just take it up a notch when called upon, she was now the go-to player, and when we went to her, she put the ball away.
With Shari on the court, she was extremely fast, but she was also one of the smartest middles I've ever seen. She was always in position to be an offensive threat, and she always got the ball in play. She didn't make very many mistakes. She hit the ball well, but she also placed the ball all around the court and kept their defense kind of like off balance. And because she was that way, she made the other middle, who was a completely opposite type player, better, because it kept the other team off balance. And then because she was always up and she was always an offensive threat, she made the outsides better because we got a lot of one-on-one opportunities when she held their middle blocker.
Shari belongs in the Hall of Fame. You put her last 2 year stats up against anybody, and she deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind her contribution to Jennies Volleyball in the middle 80s and that transition to what we became in the 90s was a direct result of what Shari did, both statistically and leadership-wise. And look, the team was terrific with her out there, and it was a real honor to be able to be out there with her and watch her compete.
Shari, congratulations. I am so happy that you have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. You are a wonderful teammate, and I am so glad to share this honor with you.
My final thought, Shari, is to congratulate you from a person that couldn't be here today. You know, Bill Turnage, you were his favorite Jenny. We always knew that. And the fact that he is not here, I know he'd want me to say to you, welcome to the UCM Hall of Fame, and he is smiling down on you.